Africa. Welcome to yet another sizzling episode of your premium cooking show on television. It's the Knorr Taste Quest, and this is our 4th season. And we are in search of the season 1. Last week, it was all things bright and beautiful as our contestants got to learn from the masters. And that's because Dr. Roberts and Chef Freggs were gracious enough to get their hands dirty and teach our contestants a thing or two.
If you follow the anatomy of the chicken, you will find that it is actually not that difficult. The first thing we're going to do is work with the wings. I'm going to just take the wing and bend it. Okay? Take the other one here and bend it. Okay? And I'm going to force the bones out. No knife used, and I have a completely clean bone. I have not yet used a knife. Right. Now you're going to take this and put this over like this. You can see. Okay, and then take the other one and put that over and down like this. Okay? And that's your chicken completely stuffed. You have 2 choices. You can tie it with string, or you can put it through a net.
Well, classes are over. It's time to get back to work. The kitchen heat has been turned on and our contestants have to put to practice all they have learned from our judges. Talking about judges and chefs, it's time to say good day to Dr. Roberts. It's always good to see you.
Always a pleasure, Marion.
And Chef Freggs.
How you doing,
How we
Marian?
doing?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing really good. You know,
Good.
I'm so scared. Dr. Roberts, how hard is it going to be in the kitchen today?
As I've always said, it's going to get harder and harder and harder. They will bring their A game on board today.
Okay, sounds good. Doesn't sound so easy. Even though you made it sound like it doesn't sound easy.
Sometimes simple things can be made very difficult. It all depends on how you approach them.
Okay, my fingers are crossed right now for the contestants. Wishing them all the very best. Doc, Chef, we'll see you after the break as you let the contestants know what's in store for them. For everyone at home, please stay with Knorr Taste Quest Season 4 as our search for the Season 1 continues.
My new Knorr cubes are here.
And the flavor is 3 times meatier.
3 times?
Yes.
Wow. I can't wait to start cooking.
Joyce, what special flavor do you put in your stew? And how come you're always having so many customers?
It's the new Knorr cubes, so.
No?
The new Knorr cubes flavor is now 3 times meatier. Taste some.
I think I'll have some more.
Taste the Knorr difference, now with 3 times meatier flavor.
10 years ago, we opened our first ShopRite in Nigeria to give you a world-class shopping experience with everything you need under one roof at the lowest prices. Thanks to your support, we've created more than 3,000 jobs, support local farmers and manufacturers, and offer you the widest range of local and international products. Here's to the next 10 years, Nigeria. ShopRite, lower prices you can trust, always.
Welcome back, contestants, to your next task. You have simple ingredients in front of you. Tomatoes, very expensive. Rosemary, beef, blue band, rice, and egusi. In 30 minutes, you will cook the jollof rice of your life. You have 3 tomatoes and 3 tomatoes only. You must use all your compulsory ingredients: blue band, rosemary, beef, and egusi. And it must be plated in the bowls in front of you. You can use anything in the pantry, but only 3 tomatoes, and you must cook all the rice that is inside the container in front of you. You have 30 minutes, and your time starts now.
Yeah, jollof rice in 30 minutes is pretty simple, but jollof rice in 30 minutes in a Knorr Express kitchen is way, way different.
That's not fair.
If anything will send me home, not jollof rice. Of all the food in the world, jollof rice, there is no way. I just felt if it is this task, then I'm not yet going home.
It's not that hard, it's tricky, not that hard, but it's very hard though, because I would think, okay, it's just jollof rice, but I could end up making a mistake.
"30 minutes to cook jollof rice is not an easy task. It's like it's getting hotter in the kitchen. Seriously, it's getting hotter. But I hope with a few ingredients, it might be easier."
There's enough time though. Yeah, I can pull it off, but it can get tricky at the end because you have too many stuff going through your head, and you can make a mistake and do something terrible or do something right. So fairly enough, 30 minutes is okay to make jollof rice.
I won't say it's easy, because when it comes to all these challenges, it's never really easy. You think jollof rice is something ordinary, but I don't know yet. Let's just see. But I hope I do good and present a very good jollof rice, hopefully.
Actually, 3 tomatoes is enough to cook jollof rice because it's not just tomatoes you're going to add to jollof rice. We're going to add some bell peppers and other spices. So definitely 3 tomatoes is enough to cook jollof rice.
Mr. Lakija.
Sir.
What are you doing here?
Jollof rice.
Jollof rice, okay.
Yes, sir.
And how have you managed with your 3 tomatoes?
Yeah, I've used 2 already.
Okay.
So I'm going to use the remaining one to garnish.
Okay. Yeah. And your steak?
My
your
steak.
Beef?
Yeah. I'm doing my steak now.
You're doing how?
I'm going to do my steak now. I'm going to do my steak now.
Isn't this challenge easy?
Like, it's easier so far.
Easier so far.
Let's see how you
Let's
fare.
see how easy it is.
Mr. Mobolaji Johnson,
Yes,
how
sir.
are you?
I'm fine.
Great. Are you going to finish? Where's your rice?
It's already on.
Wow, it doesn't look jollofy. Where's your sauce?
It will.
Where's your sauce?
My sauce is...
You have a very small amount of tomatoes in there. What happened?
The blender.
Oh, you lost some?
Yes, I lost some. So I have to make up with it with some puree.
With some what?
Puree.
Some
With
puree.
Tomato puree.
Okay.
Where's your tomato puree?
I'll look for it.
You look for it.
Okay.
Okay.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Mr. Ifode.
What's going on here?
I'm making my jollof rice and the cream of black peppercorn sauce.
Okay, this is a very easy task, isn't it?
I won't say it's easy.
Okay, but you seem to be tackling it very well.
Well, I hope so, eventually.
Okay. Your rice doesn't look like there's jollof action going on.
Yes. Eventually, it will look like it has some jollof action.
You know you have 30 minutes for this task.
I know.
Okay, all the best.
Thank you, sir.
All right, so Sean, what are you doing for us today?
I'm trying to pan grill my steak with some rosemary herbs in it, and I actually diced some onions in it. I want the onions to grill with it, so when it's translucent, to add some flavor.
How far your rice?
My rice is going on. I added some herbs in it already.
Okay.
And I'm trying
What about your egusi? Your egusi doesn't look like anything has happened.
Yeah, I think I want to use it as my last.
Last add-on.
Yes.
Okay, excellent.
Doc, there's pineapple on this table.
All right. Damilola, what are you doing?
Making pineapple infused jollof rice.
Okay.
With bell pepper sauce to go along with the steak.
Excellent. And do you think you're going to be done on time?
My God's grace, my rice is almost ready.
Rice is almost ready.
Yes, sir.
Why are your hands shaking?
Why here, Abby?
No, actually, I'm trying to be fast and at the same time trying not to make my seasoning too strong. No, because of last 2 weeks actually.
Okay. And you know you have to like super finish this time around.
By God's grace.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Mr. Benga. Woo, that looks good. Looks very good, actually. What did you say, sir?
5 million.
You feel like taking
5 million.
a piece and eating it. And what's in the pan there?
I diced, I tried to dice up some beef, so I'm going to mix it with the rice to enhance the flavor.
Okay,
So
and your rice is going on
rice
there?
is going on already. I already added the bell peppers.
And where's your egusi?
The egusi, I already toasted it. So I will use it at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that rice looks very anemic.
Yeah, it doesn't look very jollof-like.
Okay. I'm still going to add some, what's it called? Some tomato paste.
Some tomato paste.
Yes.
Okay, all the best with the tomato paste.
I like how all you...
Ladies and gentlemen, you have 10 minutes more. 10 minutes more. Thank you. You know your name is getting more and more difficult to pronounce, and that means you're further and further from the 5 million. So you have to make sure that we can get it right. So tell me, what are you doing? Because I see your tomatoes are still very raw.
Yeah, I will boil them very shortly.
You're going to boil them very shortly. Where's your rice?
It's in the pot.
10 minutes.
And where's your egusi?
It's here.
It's there.
Yes.
You have 10 minutes, darling.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
worried.
Okay. Emmanuel, what's going on here?
I'm crusting the meat with the egusi.
Yeah.
I made a buttered rice.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Can I try the meat?
Yes, but it's very hot. I don't put it out.
It's okay.
It's hot. Is it spicy hot or?
No, that's hot. Please smell. Please smell.
See you at George's table.
Okay, good.
Look at that.
Yes, Chef Rex.
You look like you're struggling.
Sort of.
Ooh, it is spicy in your station. Ooh.
Look at that. You know, the last time you put food in front of us,
Yes.
is history going to repeat itself?
No, it's not.
Are you sure? Where's your rice?
It's here. It's almost cooked.
Far from ready.
It's almost ready.
Okay. Wish you
Look
luck.
at that. We need food on the plate. Good food.
No problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Counting on you. Okay. Well done.
Thank you.
Miss Phoebe.
Sorry.
How you doing? I think your rice is ready.
Almost, yes.
All right. It looks good, actually.
Thank
A little anemic, but it
A
looks
little
very good.
non-jollof, but hey, I'm sure you're going to tell us that's your version of events, right?
Yes.
All right, so make sure you put great food on the plate.
Thank you.
I'll be looking forward to tasting your food.
Yes, sir.
We see you have mushroom out. What are you using the mushroom for?
I'm trying to make a little bit of topping from my meat, so when I'm plating, I'll put some topping.
Your time is running fast, so make sure it makes sense.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
well done. Ladies and gentlemen, you have 5 minutes left. 5 minutes left. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you have 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Thank you. Remember, workstations must be tidy.
I just try to center my plate, center myself in one position, one point, and just focus on that. Like focus on my goal. Like, okay, this is why I'm here. This is what I'm going to do. I'm not going to get anything to worry me today, and just play it cool.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand back. Stand back. Thank you.
Just like this people. Not to bottom me. This one too said, I'm going to show you what I got. Maybe you want us to be creative. Say what? Good employ me to keep.
Oh, see how oily I am. It'll take forever to clean this.
Take it easy, fan. Your days of endless scrubbing are over. Madam has just bought new Sunlight Dishwash Liquid.
What do you know about a pan's life?
This advanced formulation has real lemon juice that will cut through sticky oil stains fast in just one wipe.
Wow, that was fast.
See how easy it is to remove oil in one wipe?
New Sunlight Dishwash Liquid removes oil stains in just one wipe.
In Ramadan, every one of us starts our day with an idea in mind. An idea to share our food with the less fortunate. Some people try to hold on to it, but the day has no mercy. This time, don't just think of being a better person. Do it. Make your thoughts happen this Ramadan with Lipton. Ramadan Karim from Lipton.
Can we have a lakija, please? So Alakija, how did you find the task? Very easy?
Yeah. Compared to what we did last, this is simpler.
Maybe yours is. So you can see first and foremost your beef.
It's like, okay, jollof rice. It didn't look as good as it tasted. I thought the meat could do with a bit more flavor, but you did very well with the searing of the meat. Let me see. I'm a bit. I didn't think the tomato, 2 big slices of tomato were a necessary garnish. You could have imported more of the tomato flavor, because you said it was simple, but you had to cook that much rice with so much tomato. I would have maximized the tomato flavor. So.
Slightly disagree with Chef Regan there. I think that the jollof rice is actually very good.
Thank you, sir.
It has the right amount of flavor for me. It's not overly spicy. I was afraid when I saw you taking a lot of peppers from the fridge. However, your steak is seared nicely, but you haven't cooked it and dealt with that portion of steak properly. It's very tough. Okay? Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. At least I'm impressed. Because it wasn't that bad, because they said I had a good jollof rice, but my meat was a bit tough. I think that was the only thing that went wrong with my football.
I made jollof rice, but
I don't want but.
Okay.
What did you do?
I made jollof rice.
Okay, Rukia. The task was to make jollof rice.
Yes.
So explain to us, because what we see in front of us looks more like white rice and...
I scooped my rice out
Okay.
when time was running, so I don't end up not plating like the last time.
So in other words, you gave us unfinished rice.
Tastes good, I think.
Deconstructed rice.
Okay. So you didn't get the time to jollof it?
I already put everything inside.
Okay.
But there was butter in it, and time was running out, and I needed to plate.
Do you realize that everybody had the same amount of time?
Yes, yes. I even plated when you said 10 minutes. I
You
would have
plated-
chilled by because I didn't want a situation where I don't plate at all like last time.
Rukayat, at least you gave us a plate of food. We saw you work, and we thought that you spent a lot of time prepping. You know, we saw you when you fried your stew. We're so excited about that. But the downside was that there was no time, and it's showing in your dish. I can taste that sauce, and I can see where that rice could have been. But your saving grace right now is your little kind of bell pepper thing you did on top with the steak. The steak is cooked beautifully. If not, I think this is a dish that shouldn't be touched. If not.
The major part of the task was
Is
to
the rice.
execute 3 tomatoes in a dish in the time of austerity, and you even threw some tomatoes away. I can't understand that.
Why did you do that?
No, I wanted to use it to do the sauce on top, so I took out the middle so it doesn't get to...
But you could have used the middle in what you blended. Why would you throw it away?
I'd already blended it. No, I
So-
didn't. I really...
Because you overprocessed, you overthought it. It seemed like an easy task, and there you are showing us knife skills from the last week, and you have failed woefully. Thank you very much. You're the first person who has come and given us color. Nice, rich red color. Where did that come from?
I tried to avoid using the yellow bell pepper when I was blending the pepper sauce, so I retained all my redness with my red bell pepper.
So you use red bell. Very smart. Very smart. Now let's see if it tastes the same way as it looks.
Bravo.
Thank you, sir.
One word, bravo. I want my rice a little less spicy, perhaps. But bravo. Very well done.
You have finally woken up from your slumber. Finally.
Very well done.
Very well done. It requires no more stories, nothing at all. Excellently presented.
Well done.
Excellent taste. Steak is perfect. Rice a bit too spicy, but then that pineapple is kind of hidden inside there and makes you feel like, ooh, tones my pepper down. Very well done.
But the egusi, though.
This is true.
Thank you.
I have all of 3 on my plate. That's a compulsory ingredient. Thank you very much. So, Emmanuel.
Yes, sir.
How did you execute your process?
Okay, put in water, then grind oil.
Okay, let's move away
Okay,
from that.
you made the rice.
Yeah.
Yes,
What did you do to your steak? Your steak looks very interesting.
I crusted it with grounded egusi, which I spiced with cinnamon and no.
And it actually tastes very good.
Thank you, sir.
Very tender too.
My rice, I thought I seasoned it, but I guess I didn't season it enough. So I think that was my problem was.
Don't do it.
Don't do it?
Okay.
I think it's underspiced. I think the,
It's
the rosemary
underseasoned.
is much.
What?
Oh no.
Plain water actually tastes better than your food. Zero. I'm not even trying to be rude.
Uncle, this is the Knorr Taste Quest. So if anything at all, it should have Knorr inside.
And you see what you had. I kept on screaming. You have 30 minutes, and all I see on your plate is this took at least 10 minutes because you were trying to figure out the best garnish, and this is so unnecessary on your plate. Like you don't need it there. This is so good, and you could have spent all your time. Look at tomatoes that could have gone into your dish to make it flavorful. It's sitting here tasting like bad water.
You could have even taken some of the meat, cut it up, and mixed it into the rice. Honestly, and I didn't think about it that way. Plain water.
Cheers, Doc. So it
tastes better than that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
But no thanks.
Yours looks more like pilau or maybe a fried rice without any
tomatoes.
Something inside.
Where are your tomatoes? Did you like?
No, I didn't blend the tomatoes. I diced the tomatoes.
But where are they? Where are the diced tomatoes?
They're inside.
Sweetie pie, where?
Use the tomato quest. I can't really see any tomatoes in my food though. And it was jollof rice.
But can you see yourself, darling? There's no tomatoes. I can see. You put it and it disappeared?
I don't know if it melted, but I put tomatoes.
You put 3 tomatoes or just half?
No, not 3. Like 2 plus.
Like 2 plus?
Yes, I chopped them.
So why did you use 3? Why did you make it 2 plus?
It's just remaining half, so I wanted to use it to garnish it.
And it didn't make it on the plate?
If we're going to judge this as a non-jollof dish, stunning.
Very
Yay.
good. It tastes good. But it's not jollof rice.
It's not jollof rice.
I felt as if I should just break down. It was really, really displeasing to me because I personally chopped the tomatoes. I used it, of which I was very sure I used them, only for me to find out that they were not there. Even when they were picking through my rice, the tomato wasn't there. So it was like I was lying. So 2 things was just not good for me at that point in time. But I decided I was going to stay positive. Of course, I stayed positive.
Okay, thank you, Hiha.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Navi.
He's battling very hard for 5 million naira.
Mr. Art of Plating. Platers Association of Nigeria. Decorate the plates at all costs.
That's why I looked at it, I had to turn it around and spin
Mr.
it
Disco
around,
Party on a plate.
You know, and wonder if I'm at a disco party. Now, question for you.
Yes, sir.
Have you been able to execute your task properly? How did you use your egusi?
I toasted my egusi and I just did a sprinkle of it.
On the plate?
Yes.
A main ingredient, you sprinkled it on the plate?
I actually had some egusi in my sauce. The sauce I made in my sauce.
Okay, there you go. And then what about your rosemary?
Yeah, I infused my rosemary in my jollof rice sauce as well as the sauce I made with my meat.
Okay.
The garnish is nice, it's cooked perfectly. But the rice now leaves this, now this is the low point. The rice just leaves this, I don't know, desert safari heat in my mouth. And I don't feel like being on a desert safari right now.
You actually do have the egusi flavor and the rosemary in the rice. The problem is you have overpowered it with pepper.
Yes.
And we watched you trying to take all the pepper from the fridge and put a spanner in the works of your colleagues. And that has actually ended up being a disaster for you because it is truly a plate of fire. Do you agree?
I agree, because my mouth is burning.
A plate of fire. Okay.
Well done, though.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
How do you cook your rice?
I parboiled it, then I
No, what do you use to flavor it?
No, I used the meat stock to flavor it. And in the meat stock, I used some rosemary, black pepper, Knorr cube, not chicken.
Is that like cinnamon
thyme
in this?
And, no, thyme and...
There's some, I don't know what it is.
There's something that's very strong.
But it's very strong, very
like
overpowering.
Like nutmeg or something.
I think it's rosemary. I think it's an excessive amount of rosemary.
Used to season the stock.
Excessive amount. It's just almost tastes as though I'm eating perfume.
Yes.
It's the rosemary.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So Phoebe, quick question. How have you used your rosemary?
I cooked it with my jollof rice.
So you infuse it into your jollof rice. And how have you used your egusi?
I toasted my egusi.
Okay. Now, Phoebe, look, before we taste, let's look at this together. Does this look like jollof rice to you? I'm just asking the question.
Oh, so it's not really.
Not really. So you agree?
Yes.
Okay. Just checking. What you have is many people in the same plate fighting themselves for who is going to win. My favorite spice, Knorr, is overpowered. The tomato kolisheshe. You see the problem?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. So how have you used your egusi?
I toasted it.
You toasted
Yeah, I toasted it and then...
Everybody needed toast breads today because it's a toasting party.
I also let the heat from the rice. And because the barbecue sauce, I can't made it like...
he's like, look into my eyes, you'll be convinced.
No, I made it kind of like a margarine barbecue sauce.
How do you make the margarine barbecue sauce?
I melted the margarine, then stirred it.
What's the margarine called?
Blue Band.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why it's kind of oily at the edges. So when it was still hot, I kind of like poured it also on the egusi to give it more flavor, and then the heat from the rice also. You know.
Gbenga. What show are you on?
No tasteless.
Okay.
Also, I made a Pac-Man steak. Pac-Man steak.
Batman.
Pac-Man, you know, like the game. You know, that's why the tomato was inside it.
So this is Pac-Man eating the tomato.
Kind of like.
You're so cute. Gbenga, this was not you being careful. This was you
being a disaster.
Well, not my words, but you know, you didn't taste, you didn't check, and that's why you don't have any seasoning at all.
Gbenga, when we sat on the table, Chef Regner said, he's taking too much time. He's too slow. Look at him. And it is obvious in what you have given to us.
If E for effort?
That's not even good enough. I think F for fail. Thank you.
In cooking my jollof rice, I try to infuse some herbs, the rosemary, and the tomato, and a little chili. Then I garnished with some bell pepper and toasted egusi with some Knorr seasoning on it.
Did you say a little chili?
Actually,
I think you meant a lot of chili.
It's quite spicy.
Sir.
What's on your beef?
On my beef, barbecue sauce.
And how did you make the barbecue sauce?
I just pour a little and add a little liquid in it to make it juicy a bit.
The rice is undercooked. There's really no tomato infused into it. The beef is just coated with barbecue sauce from a bottle. Even if you intended to use barbecue sauce from a bottle, you could have broken it down, cooked it a little bit on the fire, added some onions and peppers.
It just
tasted like you opened a can.
And plated it at the very last minute. It wasn't very inventive.
Wasn't very, yeah. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I actually infused a lot of herbs and lemon in it to just balance the taste. But I just didn't know where my pepper was just coming up and spiced the whole dish up.
Mama, would you please watch the food? I have to quickly fetch the kids.
That chicken smells good. Where is it? Why is my daughter-in-law hiding the chicken?
Mama, is everything all right?
I can't find the chicken.
It's right here. No chicken cubes.
No chicken cubes. Tastes like real chicken.
Where is the chicken?
No chicken cube. Made with real chicken.
10 years ago, we opened our first ShopRite in Nigeria to give you a world-class shopping experience with everything you need under one roof at the lowest prices. Thanks to your support, we've created more than 3,000 jobs, support local farmers and manufacturers, and offer you the widest range of local and international products. Here's to the next 10 years Nigeria. ShopRite, lower prices you can trust, always.
If we call your name, please come forward. Oluwa Damilola and Navi. Navi, you cooked a rice that was very spicy. I don't know if you're trying to kill us in the kitchen, but then you had steak that we thought was cooked to perfection. You almost nailed it. But you did very well. You're safe. You may go back to your station.
Thank you, sir.
Oluwa Damilola, I'm not sure what happened to you today. Your rice was spicy, but then you found the right balance with pineapple. The steak was good. Everything just seemed to tie itself together in a way that makes us finally begin to think that when you said you could cook, you really meant it. You have won 20,000 Naira cash from Unilever. Very well done. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Best in class today.
Thank you, sir. For me, winning the 20K for the first time on the show, I feel so excited. It's not every day someone gets to be called the best on the show, not best. Yeah.
He's been dying to smile for a long time. For the rest of you, the news isn't so great. So if you hear your name, just take one step forward. Mr. Oguwole Johnson, he here. Emmanuel. Gbenga Oladokun. From tasteless rice to barbecue sauce on the plate, there's everything wrong. Most things were wrong with your dishes, but you get one more chance, so you're all safe. Can the rest of you please come forward? Some people should go home. I'll put you all out of your misery by letting you know that I pleaded, and this is the one time I can do this. You're all safe.
My mind, as in God. Oh no, as in I was jumping for joy in my mind, but I was still very disappointed in myself. So
Don't be so excited because
I've pleaded only for another training. So it's not just a free go pass. There is another training that I pleaded for.
You may all return to your stations. Thank you very much.
So this is the nicest I've seen the judges in a long while because it was amazing. They saved everybody. Doc, Chef Freggs, you know, when you were on that table, when you were tasting the dishes, all I was thinking was not who was going home. My question was who was staying. I was beginning to imagine the next episode will have just one or two people cooking. But then, Chef Freggs, you come up and you say, everybody's saved. What happened? I'm still trying to wrap my mind around it. I'm happy, but what happened?
I pleaded with Doc and said, hey, let's give, because most people did really bad. But I thought, hey, why don't they leave with something? And let's just give them a chance, benefit of a doubt, that we still made the right choice. So a training I begged for, so that if anybody messes up again or does the wrong thing, it's on them.
So, Doc, what did Chef Freggs put in his mouth when he was begging?
I think he made it very simple and very straightforward.
Okay.
If you look at it, apart from Damilola and Navi, everybody else was on the same horrible level. And it's a shame on us if they leave this kitchen without having picked up at least something. So I think his point is well taken. We will give them another training session with the hope that they will sit up and become even better.
Congratulations, guys. You live to cook another day. All right, for our viewers at home, for this week's home play, we'd like you to answer this question. How many tomatoes were the contestants given to make their jollof rice? Was it A, 5 tomatoes, B, 6 tomatoes, or C, 3 tomatoes? Now, as usual, you can send your answers via Twitter on our handle at Knorr Nigeria, and please include the hashtag KnorrTasteQuest. The winners will be announced next week. Once again, thank you to our judges for being a part of the show and, of course, making it very interesting. Congratulations to all the contestants. Thank you so very much. And to you out there, it's always a pleasure and privilege bringing the show to you, hoping that you'll join us same time, same station next week. My name is Marian. Thank you for watching.